We're back. Episode 9. I've got the flu. This is my version of the flu game. 30 minutes of talking to you guys on a podcast. That's all I can muster up. Thankfully, basketball is a team sport, and I've got Darby here. He's gonna carry me for this episode. He gets his opportunity to shine.
Yeah,
Gets all the
I get,
usage today.
I get the number one scoring for tonight. So
Yeah, balls in your hands. You're gonna be like Jalen Johnson today. You might even get a triple double. No, without Trey there, balls in your hands, mate. You lead the way.
we don't
Uh,
even need them anymore.
what's been happening? What's been happening for you this week? How's your recovery from the Achilles?
Yeah, I actually got cleared today to return to duties. So I'll
And
be
you
back at work next week.
and you cleared. And the first
Yeah.
day that you cleared, you're the number one option. How does that make you feel?
I mean,
Ultimate faith from the
it's been a
franchise.
long time coming. I've done the rehab, put in the hours.
You did your
I'll
time
be
in the G League, and now you're being called straight back up.
yeah, I'll be back to scoring 25 again.
That's it. I love it. There's a lot that's happened over the last few days in the NBA. It's been exciting. There's been some massive games. We had a bit of a lull prior to that where, we didn't really have a lot to talk about, but the NBA world is buzzing again. We're going to start off with Nikola Jokic. I am running out of adjectives to describe this man, but in your words, describe that performance against the Clippers.
I've I've never seen anything like that. Seriously, the guy hit 25 at the end of the first quarter, so
Yeah,
he could have missed. He could have missed it. Any defense they had, he solved that. Like it's actually crazy to watch because they were down. I think Cam Johnson and Christian Brown. They both went out, so
yeah,
they went to the strategy of just letting Jokic play one on one with Zubac, which is
yep,
pretty good matchup. Like in theory,
yeah.
if there's
In theory,
if there's one guy that could possibly slow down Jokic a little bit, it might be him.
yeah.
And that was completely not the case in this game.
I think
It
Ty
was
Lue after the game said, "Oh, our strategy was to let Jokic score or something," and then I think
yeah,
he went on to say, "But not
he's
55."
yeah, yeah. Because like Jamal Murray didn't really have it going until the second half.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
struggling.
Aaron Gordon was good. He's been good all season.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, it was just a masterclass of basketball. From the 3 point line, from under the paint, like in the paint, he could have missed. Like
yeah.
it
He
was
was.
just
He was. I saw a YouTube video, not a YouTube video, actually, a video on Twitter, or X, whatever you
mm,
call it these days, and it was like, someone in the stands had just recorded like a bit of the game, and the comment underneath was, "I don't think Jokic touched rim on a single one of his shots. Like they were all
mm,
just net and all swishes," and I was
yeah,
like, it's just incredible that a guy like that, who's essentially achieved everything in the league already, continues to just dominate and put up those ridiculous numbers. And everyone jokes saying that he doesn't even like the sport. Like, what are we doing
I
here?
know. Like you look at the guy, he just looks like some like dude you'd see at the pub, like
Yep.
punting on the horses. Like it's
Yeah.
just his whole demeanor. It's like he's just so nonchalant, and then he'd just go out there and kill you.
Yeah, I mean,
He's had, uh, even before this game, he had a couple of big nights, like 35-point triple doubles and stuff like that. So the guy, like, he's on a tear right now.
he's on a tear.
This might be his best season yet.
Which
Like
is crazy to say, and he might not even get MVP. It's like,
yeah, exactly. Like I think
I'm hoping some of this narrative stuff changes from, Wemby and Shea and whatever to try to bring Jokic back, because there's a lot of chatter around, I guess, all the socials that he's the best offensive player to ever play the game, because
he's Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't really have
definitely
a
in those
weakness.
discussions, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could talk about this stuff for hours, but
mm,
he doesn't really have a weakness, right? He can shoot, he can pass,
mm,
he gets everyone else involved. He can shoot from, he can shoot threes, he can do his layups, he can do his weird Somba shuffle that he does.
like he doesn't take bad shots either. Like
Exactly.
everything he does is like just routine stuff that he can do, and
Yeah,
like
it's all high percentage, like always the right play kind of shot. So
yeah,
he's on another tear. I think Denver was second in the West, cruising along
mm,
nicely, 9-2, right behind
yeah.
Thunder. So this is, like you said, this might be Jokic's best season yet. And, I think,
He's the best player in the world for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I think we've
Um,
said that in the past, right? Like he could have got, he potentially by the time his career ends, he should have had 10 MVPs.
mm,
But he's probably only going to end up with what, three? And that's
yeah.
it. And that's where the
Like
narrative ends.
I think you put him on any of those three teams on the bottom of the East, they're automatically in the playoffs.
Wow, that's a huge.
Seriously,
Wow.
that's how good he is.
I
Like,
mean, if he's on the Pacers, they probably win the championship.
yeah, but even with Brooklyn, he just talent like they got a couple guys that can shoot. He just like if they get the offense running right, like guys
Yeah,
cutting and stuff like that, playing
played with
defense,
Porto.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I
I
mean,
think he
I'll.
gets them to the playoff. I'm not saying they're winning anything, but I think they get to the
Yep,
playoff with any of those three teams.
that's a big call. That's a very big call. I think, like you
I'll
said,
stand with that.
The Wizards and the Pacers, I'd believe, because the Pacers are actually good. They just are obviously struggling, and they're tanking this season away, pretending to try. They've had injuries and stuff, of course, but they're definitely tanking this season. But the Nets is probably
Definitely.
where I draw the line, mate. Like that's a tough one. You stand on that. You stand on that take on
I'm
your own.
sticking by it, man. I think he's that good.
Nah, I love it. Moving on to some negative news, I guess, out of the West. Dallas. What
Mm.
a debacle. Um, I'm under the opinion that he's Nico Harrison, obviously, who we're talking about, has been scapegoated. Um, you can have this is a classic, I think, pub debate, like you said, like who wins that trade, the Lakers or Dallas? And I think you should look at it from 2 points of view. There's the basketball point of view, which in my eyes, it's Luca can average 40, 10, and 10 for the rest of his career, but it won't matter unless he wins a chip. Like that's the way the Lakers win that trade. And the Dallas obviously then lose that trade. But if Dallas wins a chip or multiple before the Lakers can win one, then I think the question about who wins that trade from a pure basketball standpoint is it's either really even or I think Dallas win that trade. But if you think about it from a business point of view, then obviously the Lakers won that trade. They got their franchise player for the next 10 years. He's sold probably 5 billion jerseys already. So in terms of financials and business and all of that, Lakers definitely won. But I think Nico had a good idea brewing. It's just sad that we never got to see it. They weren't healthy.
I mean,
Um,
it's still a possibility. Like Nico's gone, Anthony Davis is still there.
I know, but I think that's the next part, right? Like, so they've got a flag in there now. I think they've been so injured this year though. Like, I don't think any apart from PJ
Yeah,
Washington, none of their guys have played regular minutes all year.
no.
So yeah, like you said, we might see it still. I guess a valid team that can make some noise. But what do you think? Do you think they decide to trade the two big dogs over there in Dallas? And if so, like what are they even options that they can trade them to? Because they both have big contracts.
Yeah, like Anthony Davis. But the problem is he's been injury prone since he's been in LA. Like
Yeah.
this is not a new thing. This is not
No.
like, we just traded for this top 10 guy in the NBA, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt. Like he got hurt the first game that he played for Dallas.
Yeah.
Like,
Prior to that, though, he had like what 20 and 10 rebounds or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. He had a crazy game, but it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, all of these guys they can have big nights, but if you can't stay on the court, it's like, yeah, whoop de doo. Like,
yeah,
you just if you're just gonna get hurt, then when you have a guy like Luca, like he's a one-on-one player. Like
of
you are,
course. But I think the other thing to add as well, though, is Luca did also miss a lot of time.
yeah, he did, but he
I mean,
got him to the finals, bro. Like
I know, but
he,
it's a cutthroat
they,
business. You can't.
they got him to the finals, what? And then a couple seasons later, he gets traded.
Yeah,
Like, he had the weight issues and stuff like that, and he paid for it. Like
definitely.
he lost out on over probably 100 million with a supermax
Yeah,
signing with Dallas. So
but
um,
yeah, I mean, another question I ask you is: you put Luca on that Dallas team right now, from what you've seen in 10 games with all the injuries and blah blah blah, whatever they've had. I think their record's still the same. Maybe a game or two better because he carried them for a game or two.
yeah,
But
um,
like Kyrie's still out. Clay looks like he hasn't played basketball in his life for some reason. Like, I
he,
don't
he
think.
came he came to play with Luca.
No, I mean, yeah,
So
of course. Like,
yeah.
but I don't really see their record being much different.
I mean, that team was kind of built for Luca though, right?
Yeah,
Like you got the big lob threats and stuff. Yeah, they've been unhealthy, but
yeah. I mean, they've all
they
been injured, so
they just it would have been what they got Cooper Flag next to Luca and then
PJ,
whoever else is out there. Yeah.
PJ, and like what Gafford hasn't even played. Like, he just came back from injury. This is my thing. Like, obviously the Lakers are up and about and they're having fun, brought some joy back over to LA. But
Mm.
if you're talking 12 games into a season on who won a trade, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's very
So
unfair.
what you thought you Dallas won that?
You don't know. This is the thing. This is a question you can't answer until 10 years down the track.
Nah, no way, bro. No way.
Look,
If
I think the Lakers.
Anthony Davis has played 14 games since he's been traded to Dallas. He's been injured twice already. The owners don't even want he's been cleared by his own medical. He's got his own medical team.
Yeah,
He's been cleared by them to play. The owners they don't even want him to play because he's coming off a calf injury.
yeah.
It's could be increased risk for
This
like a
potential for
possible
re-injury. Yeah,
Achilles.
yeah.
That's kind of what happened with Halliburton last year. So
I
like,
mean, like I said, I
that
think the
it doesn't
Lakers
seem
won.
like they have. It doesn't seem like the ownership has a lot of faith in Davis to stay healthy either. Just based
Yeah.
off those reports.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers won from a business point of view, but I don't think anyone can comment from a basketball point of view unless you win something. You got to win
That's
something.
crazy, bro. That's
You
crazy.
have to win something.
The Lakers 100% won this trade in
Have they
every
won a chip?
aspect. No, like the season's only just started.
I know, but this is my thing. Like, you can't, no one will be able to tell me who's won that trade for 10 years. Say 5 years, because 80 would have been healthy for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think when everyone saw the squad that they were building, it was like, oh, again, on a very on paper team, that was a squad looking good. Like, you
Yeah.
had your big centers, you had AD who could play four, you had some shooting around him, you had PJ, they, brought in Najee Marshall, like a bit of a utility, Clay, Kyrie. Uh, if they're healthy and they're, again, obviously a lot of ifs and buts, but that's a top four team in the West.
Yeah. Possibly.
Mm.
Can you imagine if they didn't get lucky and get Cooper Flag?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like
there's
that,
a lot of there's a
that
lot of murmurs around saying, is it luck or is it the league gifting them a pick?
yeah, but like, can you imagine how crazy that fan base would be? Like, if they would have got like I don't know, number five, number six
Yeah, I
pick,
know.
whoever, like an Ace Bailey or something like that.
Yeah,
Like that fan base would be fuming because it kind of seems like they've already checked out on Davis. Like
Yeah.
they just want to hit full
The,
rebuild.
yeah,
Um,
this is the thing. I mean, if you're gonna go, you go now, right? And you have to trade AD and Kyrie. Uh,
yeah.
but depending on what you can get for them, I guess it's not going to be a full rebuild. It might be like a softer rebuild where,
Mm,
they try to get some of their draft picks back over the next few years because apparently they don't have one till like 2030 or 2031.
yeah. So even if they tank this year, like
It means nothing. Like it means
just
nothing.
suck.
Yeah,
You
it's
should have get
literally like
those.
work experience for all their rookies right now.
Mm, get your guys
Having a
reps.
season in the league. But I think that's going to be really interesting, and we'll obviously see how that plays out for the rest of the year. If if AD does come back, if Kyrie does come back, because like we've seen over the last few years, there's always been teams that have kind of struggled the first few months, and then after January, string
Yeah,
together a lot of games, a lot of wins, go on, a 25 win, 10 losses kind of run to make,
yeah,
those playoffs. So. Hey, I have a little bit of faith left in them, but we'll see how it
mm,
goes.
yeah. It's looking rough though. Like Clay definitely looks like he wants to be out of there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
That
surprised if
guy,
he asked for a buyout or something and just, comes
yeah,
crawling back
he
to the
might end up
Warriors.
back at the Warriors. Yeah,
Yeah.
may as well, right? Every other old NBA player plays there.
Yeah,
So
why not? Get the whole retirement village in one spot.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, we will stick in the West as well. I mean, a lot of these topics are from the West for us today. So Bradley Beal, it's short and sweet because
Mhm.
just like his stint in LA so far, short and sweet. The man is
Yeah.
injured again,
And
again. Um, he,
55 games,
yep,
55 games in the last 5 seasons. That's
that's.
wild.
I mean, John Wall was the same, wasn't he? He got his big contract and then stopped playing as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't know how much of an impact this actually has on the Clippers because he's been so poor. Like, I don't even know how to describe him. In Washington, it might have just been a case of empty stats where it's like, hey, you've got the ball. I mean, you give anyone in the NBA the ball enough times, they'll they'll average like 30 and 10 somewhere
Yeah.
if you're the main option on any team. So, um, Clippers, they'll put some senior people into that role again, I guess.
They're actually playing like the two-way guys yesterday against the Nuggets. So
Yeah,
and they looked all right too. The Miller guy, he looked pretty good.
Miller and Christie has been pretty good as well. But I mean, what's the point? Like
Mm.
yeah. I mean, they actually have been pretty disappointing in my eyes. To start the season, again, health, Kawhi barely playing. Harden apparently is like you said. You messaged me the other day, and you're like, "Is Harden allergic to second halves?"
Yeah. I don't
It's
understand it,
wild.
man.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. So
Uh,
talented, and then you just I don't know what the hell he's doing at halftime. What is he drinking? What is he smoking? I don't know.
He
Like,
needs like the Mike's secret stuff from like Space Jam or something to get back on at
yeah,
halftime.
he needs something.
It's
I don't know.
crazy.
I
But yeah, so that's the Clippers. They're probably on they're going lower than I think Dallas at this rate. They're gonna fall dramatically.
Yeah. Also, I think this one hurts a bit more for them because the guy that they got rid of, Norman Powell, is basically an all-star
Yeah.
over the first month of the season. The guy like you should have just kept him. Like he's on a 1 year deal with Miami, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they had to clear some salary or whatever, whatever they're trying to do over in LA. But I think
Yeah,
they're in a kind of a situation, though, at least that Harden and Kawhi will expire. So they'll get some money and
yeah,
it's LA, right? Yeah,
mm,
everyone wants to
mate,
live there. They'll come play there.
yeah,
We've both been to that stadium, and that's a hectic place to play basketball.
crazy, yeah,
Yeah.
mad stadium.
Yeah, so I don't think they'll have issues in the future, and then the owner's willing to spend, right? So, but I think they're gonna tank this season away, They're
Mm,
yeah, they're not very good. Not good at all.
yeah, good to start.
Uh, my boy, Steph,
Mm,
he's back. As soon as I saw that game before the Spurs where he got 5 fouls and he literally couldn't shoot the ball, I was like, I said that to myself. I was like, Spurs are in for a hell of a day tomorrow. Like they were gonna get the
you were hoping because everyone else thought that Spurs were gonna freaking beat the shit out of them.
Steph never has two bad games in a row like that. Like that
Yeah,
the first game was disgusting against the Thunder. Like he couldn't even dribble the ball. I was like, what is happening?
yeah,
And then he obviously just went nuclear. People call him in Washington and stuff, but big, big effort against the Spurs, who have been quite good defensively.
yeah.
So yeah, and I keep saying you don't believe me, but as long as the Warriors have Steph, we're a chance. As long as he's on that court, we're a chance of anything.
They look horrible without him
Oh, I mean, but
though.
you can say that about any team, right? Like you take Jokic out of Denver. What? Oh, yeah, they're going to be good.
Yeah, but you're supposed to have all these young guys that are, they should be able to pick up the slack. They can't expect Curry to go out there every night and hit eight threes. Like he,
I know. I mean, he definitely needs some help. I think that's the issue for like all Warriors fans essentially, where you've got Steph and Jimmy. They're going to give you they both probably average like 50 points together as a collective.
yeah,
So I guess what we're looking for is who's that third guy? Or if it isn't a third guy, can you reliably rely on Pods, Kaminga, and Moody to give you another 50 points together?
mm,
And then you kind of, not scraping the bottom of the barrel, but Draymond, Horford, someone else to give you another 10 points or 20 points off. Like I think that's where they're trying to figure it out. Um, but again, apart from those KD years, the first time Steph won, obviously had Clay as a running mate, and then the last time it was Wiggins. But it's always been Steph, and then
mm,
it's been done by committee. Like there hasn't Jimmy's, I think, really good for us because you can rely on him to go big and go get those 40-point games. But usually the way the Warriors system works is that it's like pure team basketball, right? You just give the ball to Steph when you need it. And it's always been him. So I think we're in for an interesting season. If he can, stay healthy enough, put up some numbers. I think we both had him maybe what fifth or sixth in the West, right? So if he can kind of get there.
I think you had him a bit higher.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you had him like fourth or something.
Maybe I had him fourth.
Oh,
Maybe I had him fourth. Yeah,
yeah.
there's some bias in there.
Yeah, of course, of course. I would expect that from you.
100%. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Steph's my
I
hero.
think, yeah, I think I, I think I had him like eighth or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be really interested to see how all our predictions end up at the end of the season
Yeah,
because there's some. I think you had the Pacers, and
yeah,
they're
no,
gone.
that's a big miss on my part.
That
Yeah,
they are atrocious. As well as Denver and OKC are going, that Eastern Conference bottom is it hurts to look at. It doesn't even
yeah,
feel like they're part of the same league.
no. They should just have two separate competitions. Like I feel like the East is so much weaker than the West.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I mean, you put, some of these fringe West teams that we're talking about, like, the
Yeah, you put
Clippers.
them in the East, they're top four seeds.
Yeah, like Clippers probably are a top four seed in the East.
Uh,
That's what's crazy to me. And I asked you this question over message as well the other day about OKC and Nets. And I was like,
mm,
are OKC gonna lose 10 games first or the Nets gonna win 10 games first?
yeah, crazy man.
That that's I can't believe that is a question that we have to ask. That's ridiculous.
It's serious one. Like OKC is just they're killing everyone. They
And
killed the Lakers.
yeah, killed the Warriors and Lakers on back-to-back night. And the thing is, they're
Yeah,
just not winning like by 4 or 5 points. They're winning by
yeah,
30.
they're blowing them out. And
Like
their back to backs are different too because like the games are usually over by the end of the third quarter, so all the stars are sitting for the fourth. So
Exactly.
it's not like they can do this. They can play back to backs, and it's not really a big issue for them because the guys aren't
Definitely.
even playing full games.
Definitely. I think that team is incredible. And, I keep saying, like, we haven't had a back-to-back winner since the Warriors, which has been a long time. It's been 7 years.
Mm.
People were saying, oh, Boston could do it. We saw that didn't happen. So, OKC are obviously in a position where they can go back to back this year. I mean, it's been 13 games, but I've seen enough. They're unbeatable. They're just so good.
Yeah,
Um, but again, once it gets
Denver's
to
the
the
only
playoffs,
team.
what was that?
Denver's the only team I can see that competes with them.
Yeah,
And
that,
they
that it,
don't play them until like February of next year. Like it's
I
they don't
think
play them for so long.
I think both of their like ratings as well as like top, but they're 1 and 2, so it's definitely
Yeah,
pointing towards OKC Denver playoffs, which we did have last year as well. That went to 7 games.
yeah,
I'd say arguably Denver a little bit better this year, but then you could also argue that OKC are better this
yeah. I
year.
guess they definitely they don't even have the second best player on their team, and they've lost one game.
So like yeah, and it's not just the second best player. He's like an all NBA, all defensive
Yeah,
guy.
like,
It's
yeah,
it's like if Michael Jordan was missing Scottie Pippen, essentially, right? Like I'm
yeah,
not comparing Shea to MJ, but that's the kind of impact you're missing. Yeah, I haven't
yeah,
even seen him.
yeah. They got the six man of the year on a $2 million deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even
Crazy.
J-Dub and Chet, I think they're still on their rookie deal. So this is it's
Yeah,
wild. It's actually wild.
they're gonna be
Um,
good. They're gonna be good for a long time.
they're gonna yeah. And I think they have a Clippers pick next year, and the Clippers suck, so the rich could get richer.
Yeah,
Oh, I find it insane.
great.
It's like actually
Sam
massive.
Sam Presti the goat.
He's a
Sam Presti
goat.
the goat.
He should be signing that Supermax as a front office guy for sure. Give him 500 million for the next 10 years, bro.
He's gotta be like one of the best general managers ever, right?
Yeah.
Like
And
had
I
the
think
whole
it's like
Russ, KD,
that
Harden
yeah.
era. Now Shea.
Yeah, Shay, J-Dub, Chat, like and all these drafted like they're all drafted. He's
Yeah, Shea.
barely
Well, Shea was traded for, but
but
uh,
yeah, but that was Shay at what, 20 years old. You're not
yeah.
gonna know how good he is, right? At that age. Like he had
Well,
potential, but
he obviously knows
yeah.
something about talent.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can't argue against him.
Yeah.
I think two of the surprising teams for me so far as well have been Phoenix and Atlanta.
Mm.
I think they're both kind of similar as well in the way I guess that they're winning games. What have you seen? I've watched a fair few Atlanta games, not as many
Mm.
Phoenix games, but I tuned into this afternoon's one and it just looks like they're playing with a bit more like aggression, bit more
Mm.
hustle, bit more like, hey, we don't really like you. Like we don't really like the other team. There's no friends here.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously having Dylan Brooks helps that for the Phoenix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess what have you seen from those two teams?
Yeah, I'm probably more like you. I've watched a bit more of Atlanta. Um, I watched them the other day against the Clippers, and they play like a good style without Trey Young out there. You know, the ball's really like it's moving around.
Yeah,
They got a lot of like speed and length in their team. Like
yeah,
guys like Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and that the Risa Shea guy.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know,
It's a big
they kind
team.
of yeah, like they kind of like score by committee sort of team. Like they got Kristaps. If they get a switch on him, like he's just gonna post up,
Post up,
get
yeah.
fouled or
Shoot straight
whatever.
over it. Yeah, shoot straight over whoever's in front of him.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, they just fly around. They got good shooters on that team. And for the Suns, haven't really watched as much of the Suns. Um, but yeah, I know Booker's been he's been pretty good
yeah,
to
he's
start
been
the year.
very good. He's been very,
Yeah.
very good. I think he's
Uh,
finally like taken charge of that team.
yeah.
I think in the last few years it was he's obviously always been the man there, but this year he seems like mentally locked in, like kind of
Mm.
understands what's happening. You know, they got rid of
Yeah,
KD and Bill, um, and I think he's taken that responsibility a bit more. And maybe he's gotten some tips from the Olympics. You know, we're playing with Bron, Curry, KD, whatever.
yeah,
It's like, okay, if you're gonna be the leader of the team, you got to do, X, Y, Z. And Atlanta, yeah, I love them. I called out a couple of episodes ago where they remind me of the Pacers of last year, where no one's really expecting it. It's like, oh, it's Atlanta, whatever, and then they'll make a run,
yeah.
very late and deep for the Eastern Conference, especially with it being so weak.
Yeah. Well, they've been playing well without Trey Young, so that's a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
The
think
offense
that
is looking good.
delves into more questions on is Trey there next season,
Yeah, well, that's
halfway
what
through
start
this.
happening now. No, they're playing good without him, but
Yeah, and and I think the thing is though, you always need a guy like Trey. Like
mm,
he's a guy when you need that big shot, you need that big moment.
mm, yeah,
That's him, and there's not many guys like that in the league.
no, it's like
That
him.
Hallie wasn't that, and he proved himself last year.
No, he's that now.
Yeah, he's definitely him now. But
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got Hallie, you got Trey, what Bron, Luca, Steph,
mm.
like those these,
Lillard.
yeah, Lillard back in his heyday, Edwards, like these are big top 10, top 15 guys in the league.
Yeah,
Um, Trey, obviously, I actually think he gets underrated a lot these days.
mm,
Considering he's still a really good passer and an actual point guard.
mm,
Whereas, when he first came into the league, he was, defined as, overrated, just takes long shots,
mm.
copycat Steph, whatever. But like, I think he's actually really
Pro-
good.
Probably better passer than Steph.
Yeah, I think so. He's
Yeah,
definitely more of a point guard. Like,
yeah,
and again, he's a makes the team better. So yeah, if these guys can, I think with the added opportunity with like Jalen Johnson, Daniels, Ricochet, if they can get their opportunity up, their confidence up, Trey should hopefully seamlessly fit back into that team. And
mm,
whoever's moving to the bench, you just add another punch coming off that bench. And when you get to
yeah,
the playoffs, you're playing 8, 9 guys. So
mm.
I'm excited. I like them. I like Atlanta a
Yeah.
lot.
They look good. They look good.
They're a little good, and they're young. I think that starting lineups like between 22 and 27, 28. I think Porzingis is the oldest, so
Yeah.
they'll be good for a number of years to come.
Mm.
Nice. What else been happening? Nothing else.
Um. Oh, did we? Was that Cade Cunningham? His 46 point game. Did
Oh
we talk
yeah.
about that on the last episode?
Nah, we did not.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Like
crazy.
that might be like one of the best bad games ever. Like.
Well, 45 shots for 46
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Sounds like
I
me on
think
a
yeah.
Monday night.
I think it was like a record for most missed shots in a game or something.
I think it was
Uh,
what 14 of 45.
yeah. He
That's
had
it's
46 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks.
that's
And yeah,
insane.
14 or 45. So they got the
That
win
They got the win,
against
exactly. Like, who
the
cares? They won.
against the Wizards. He
Yeah.
had nearly his whole starting lineup out basically.
That has to be the ultimate green light, surely, that we've ever seen.
Yeah, had to be. Like,
I mean,
he was
40
not
shots.
passing it.
That's like 11 shots a quarter. That's insane.
Yeah. This is like
That,
everyone else rebound and play defense.
yeah. I'm just
I'll
gonna,
take it from here.
yeah.
I don't trust any of you to make a shot.
Yeah, I was looking at those stats because CJ McCollum that game had a massive
Yeah,
game as well. He
yeah,
had 40, but he had 24 shots. And then Kane
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
45.
Half the
So
shots.
yeah, half the
Yeah,
shots, nearly the same amount of points. So.
yeah,
But yeah, again, Detroit keep rolling. They keep doing what they need to do.
yeah.
So yeah, the East. Yeah, I mean the bottom of the East sucks, and then I think there's 12 teams who are kind of just grinding it out between each other.
Mm.
Probably we probably need to see another 10, 12 games, once we hit that 25 game mark, you'll really see who is going to make some noise or means business, and then who's just lingering at the bottom. Um, which, I think the Nets, Wizards, and Pacers have definitely, established themselves as the bottom of three teams in the East.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so that's the week wrapped up for us. It was good. It was good to see some exciting games, some exciting performances. And I'm hoping the weekend is also the same, that we do get to see some exciting performances over the weekend as well. But once again, thanks for joining me.